Police are now searching for at least two suspects in separate stabbing incidents that happened yesterday, one near Dufferin and Eglinton, the other more downtown near Jarvis and Shooter.
And these are just the stabbings that yesterday, not including the shootings that we also reported. CP24's Courtney joins us live outside of Toronto Police Headquarters with more on this disturbing trend of violence. Courtney.
Yeah, it is quite concerning. Good morning, Nick and Jen. We know Toronto Police quite busy with a number of different investigations in different parts of the city. The stories we're covering this morning, two separate stabbings that unfolded yesterday late afternoon into the evening. Two suspects police are currently still looking for. We just talked to Toronto Police. They confirmed the search still on for those two suspects and the victims are still in hospital. We'll start with the first case that Toronto Police and paramedics were called to. This was in the area of Dufferin and Eglinton, a very busy spot in the city, and it was at about 4:30, so that's already a busy time when you consider how many people are out on their way home from work, even kids out on their way home from school. We know in this case a man in his 30s was stabbed. He was rushed to hospital with an emergency run, so that means there was an escort by police to get that man medical attention right away. His injury is described as serious but not life-threatening, and we can tell you in that case police are still looking for the suspect. Not much to go on, at least not yet. We know it's a man who was wearing a red hat at the time, and he was last seen, or believed to be last seen, going southbound on Roselawn Avenue. So that case there, you certainly see in that video just how significant the police presence was. That was a big scene. And again, police still looking for the person who is believed to be behind the stabbing of that man in his 30s. There was also a stabbing late last night. This was just before 10 o'clock in the Jarvis and Shooter area. In this case, very, very serious injuries. Police say a man was rushed to hospital with life-threatening injuries, and officers are still looking for the suspect in this case. A bit more of a description here. A man who's about 6 feet tall. He is described as having a bit of a thin build and was wearing all black clothing. So two separate cases, guys, but certainly very serious when you consider how major the injuries are. Again, serious with the one man in the Eglinton and Dufferin area, and then life-threatening for downtown Toronto. Of course, the message is always, if anybody saw anything, heard anything, even surveillance video on your phone or anything that would have captured kind of what happened, whether there was an argument or this was some sort of targeted stabbing in either case, that's really helpful for investigators. So the message would be out there for anybody with information to come forward. And of course, we'll stay in touch with Toronto Police and see if they have any updates on those stabbing investigations this morning. Over to you.
Yeah, they're looking for anything they can get, that's for sure. CP24's Courtney live outside police headquarters this morning. Thanks, Court.